Hi, and welcome to part 2. This is where I just analyse a few of the contracts that I trade. Please remember these are futures contracts, so if you're trading CFDs you will need to adjust the price, but the trend will be the same. So before I do that, just the legend so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels, and claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms. Okay, so as usual, let's start with the Dow. So I got resistance at 41,567. I got support at 40,054. As you can see, the market came down. I've got the fibs on there, and the market came down and tested that level on Wednesday. But overall, the market was quite steady and finished very strong on Friday. Moving on to the S&P, again the fibs are on there, and I've got resistance at 56.57. I've got support at 54.16. But you know, if the market has a bit of a sell-off, then the fibs will come into play. Apart from that, I couldn't really find many more resistance levels to add on to the charts. And again, you know, we are getting closer to those previous record highs. And for the Nasdaq, similar. So I've got a support line there, 18,556. The resistance is at 19,698, which it was moving closer to on Friday. Now, if you look at that one, as you can see, the lime green color, where the market sort of hit Friday and Monday, is the golden ratio. Now the golden ratio is really important to technical traders. It's sort of like, you know, that is it going to remain a retracement, you know, where it then reverses and continues on its original journey, or does it become a reversal where it goes down and down? Now the close of the candle is more important than the breaking of a line. Always remember that. And it closed on the line Friday last week. Then Monday used that to rally from, and the rest of the week it just rallied and rallied on you know, tech and obviously AI becoming more popular again for investment, of course. So yeah, so I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea. You know, just, you know, fibs, pivot points, support resistance lines, all very useful. Just make sure they're really accurate when you put them on. It can be the difference between a profit and a loss. Here's the pound against the dollar. So pound just finished the week again strengthening against the dollar, but it's a little bit more dollar weakness, to be honest. But I've got a support there at 130.29 with resistance at 132.23. Now, you know, it's going to come up to the point where this week we've got FOMC, we've got the Bank of England as well, so both of them are going to impact the price for sure. And here's the euro against the dollar, and that finished up with a doji on Friday, so you know, that is sort of signaling a little bit indecision. However, I've got resistance at 111.71. I've got support at 110.53. Again, I've put the fibs on there. As you can see, when that sell-off came, it hit the 50 level, rejected it, and it's been moving up since it did that on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so on to Bitcoin. So here with Bitcoin, had a bit of a rally last week. And part of that was caused by one fund actually coming in and buying 18,300 Bitcoins. So it's taken it back up. Again, just be aware of sort of what's going on with Trump, his chances of getting into the presidency, because he's very in favour of crypto. this time round. He wasn't so much when he was president last time. But that will start to feed in and have an impact on Bitcoin prices, I believe, as we get closer and closer to November for the presidential election. So, right, so I've got resistance at, now this is sort of a breakout, or actually it's not so much a breakout, it's a gap on the chart. So the resistance starts at 61,025. To fill the gap, it needs to get to 62,320. Now it did get inside that a couple of weeks ago, but it failed to close, so it's still valid. And obviously the market dropped since then. And this week, as I say, it started to have a rally because of that buying coming in. Now I've got support at 57,825, but you know, just be a little bit cautious. That's based more on the Fibonacci levels than it is really a true support level. So just, you know, just take them just a little bit cautious. But it's, you know, again, if it rallies a little bit more, it's going to come up towards that golden ratio, which is just before it goes into that gap. You know, gaps like to be closed, but you know, it can take days, weeks, months, sometimes years for them to be closed. Okay, so gold. So gold had another record high last week, and of course we can see that. To be honest, I'm finding it hard to put a resistance level on at the moment, so I haven't. You know, I'm not going to just make one up for the sake of it, because they will cost you money. But I have identified a couple of support levels. I've got 25, 29, and that at the moment for Monday is on a trend line as well as sort of like a horizontal there. So that was the low on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. And then below I've got more support at 24.74. And finally oil, WTI. So I've got a resistance level way up at just over 79, 79.05. I've got another one lower down at 73.88. And then again another doji there, so indecision. And I've sort of found those levels there, 70.35. If it sort of Monday, if it opens above that, then I can see possibly, you know, that it's a breakout on the upside. It's not a recommendation, remember that, I'm just interpreting the chart for you. Or if it breaks below 68.48, so basically Friday's high and low. You know, that doji is indecision, so if it breaks on the upside, it means that the buyers are sort of more positive, or if it breaks below. But as I say, it's not a recommendation. You've got to make your own mind up with all this trading. But that leaves me just to say the very best of luck for this week. And there's another couple of slides coming, but then I hope to see you again next week. Take care and best of luck. So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter that includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. You know, this helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But you know, the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or you know, whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1 week intensive course. You know, that's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And you know, that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. You know, I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. and that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, and any asset class, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you. But I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got 2 good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, if you're already involved, then you'll know this. If not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. The regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and I'll be doing these on a weekly basis. So I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week, best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.